All right, guys, so we have adjusted the pressure plate on the prong collar and we've put it on Mr. Bentley here. And I want you to notice where the prong collar is supposed to sit. Prong collars, or any collar that you use, ideally, if for training purposes, should sit high on the dog's neck, right behind their ears, because this part of their neck is the most sensitive part of their neck. So you want your corrections to obviously be in the spot where they are going to feel it the most and have the most communication to them. Once you start getting down to this part of the neck, you're starting to get in more of the power part of the dog. So the pulling part, their muscle, their chest is all right here. So if you have a collar down here, it's pretty much going to be worthless as far as making a good correction. And as a side note, this is why I don't recommend harnesses, because harnesses fit right here and are intended to basically engage that strongest part of the dog. So using a harness to get your dog to stop pulling is actually counterproductive, because you're putting it on the strongest part to make them pull. So harnesses are for tracking and for pulling, not for getting them to heel nicely next to you. So for in this setup, we're using the prong collar because we're going to be teaching Bentley how to walk nice on the leash, how not to run out the door in front of this, things like that. So if you can bring the camera over here, I want you to see that pressure plate which I was talking about, which is going to be sitting right here on the side of the dog's neck, okay? Because the reason I set it up on the side is because my leash is going to be connecting here and I'm going to be walking here. So when Bentley is walking next to me and I have to correct, I want to pull this, have it engage this pressure plate all the way around his neck to give that good correction. Some folks will have the pressure plate down on the bottom of the neck here, which is fine if you're having the dog in a different angle, but most of us walk or heel with the dog on our left side. So that's why I like to have the pressure plate set up on the side of the dog like that. And just real quick, I'll show you how to take the collar on and off. All right, you're going to pinch here and fit it into the holes like that. And you do need some pretty good dexterity to put the collar together, because it is kind of stiff. So if you need someone to help you do that, I would recommend that too. But that's kind of basic. This is kind of prong collar 101. We'll show you some more tips as far as different collars to use. We talked about a choke chain in another one of our videos. But the prong collar, despite some of its reputation and misuse, I highly recommend. It's a great tool.